All right, so I'm gonna share my screen. Interesting thing um, about the caption, because you have the caption and it's like right there in the way. So I hate to say it, but the problem is easy. I don't think any of these problems are difficult from this homework assignment. Um, but chapter 4. Okay. So it's problem number 13, which is on page 92. So it's this problem here. Can you see my screen? Logan?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay. All right. So I was telling the other student that it's just a little bit of math to solving this problem. Um, I mean, pretty straightforward to me, but we could go ahead and work it. You have AutoCAD open, or are you just gonna watch me?
I could watch. Yeah, I know how to do AutoCAD, so
Oh, okay. Well, you
yeah,
good. Yeah, it's pretty, like I said, it's pretty easy. Uh,
yeah.
but the easiest way for me um, is you could start in the top left. So you could just really pick anywhere on the screen and you select line. And as mentioned before in the videos, to start any command, you always left click first. Since this is a straight line, I would click function F8 to make it straight. Just remember, always remember F8 makes it straight. And this is not dimension driven, so you need to tell it how far down you want it to go. So I wanted to go down 2 inches. And so there's my 2 inches. And if you want to zoom in on it, you can always hit top. That zooms in on it. And there's an angle. It goes down 0.5 and over 0.5. So you can go down 0.5 and over 0.5. And then if you take F8 off, it allows you to go to the diagonal. And if you see that little square pop up, that's your O snap, right? It lets you know that this point here, at the bottom of that point, you're at 2 inches, right? So you don't need this anymore. And I just highlight it and I'll just delete it. So then I'll go back to line, I'll go over, and from here it's really just easy. You're gonna go over 1.75 from this point. And then up 0.75 over 0.25 back down to here. And what I'm doing is I'm hovering over points to get that green construction line to pop up, because that allows me to basically make this point that this where you see the X, I'm making that collinear with this section. So or you could just type in 0.75 and get it. So
Yeah.
either way works. All right, and so we went over was it 1.75 and then 0.25, and then I think you're at 1 point. I'm trying to do the math in my head. I think this is 1.25, but I guess if I just do the math, it'll be easier than guessing. Yeah, so it's 1.25. Go up 0.25 over 0.2. That is that angle. And then, so I know this is kind of dull for you. This is because it's so easy.
Yeah.
Right.
So
But
good
anyway,
though.
yeah, no, it's fine. So then that line is just again a little bit of math. So this full line is 2.5 from bottom to the very top edge. So if you go, so that other half of this line is at 1.25, and so you're already up 0.25, and so that gives you was at 1.5. So this line is going to be 1. Just a little bit of math. This goes over. So the full thing is 4. The back edge is at 3.5. So you're just going to go in 0.5. Up 0.25 again. Up 0.5. Over, I believe it was 0.75. Yeah, because that edge is 3.25. And I'm just, for viewers' sake, people know what I mean. This edge, because from this edge to this edge is 3.25, from this edge to this edge is 4. So it's just over 0.75. Come down, find your square. And also I just use the trim. So trim is easy. Right. And you're over, I think this is 1.25. Yeah, this is 1.25. Down 0.5 over 7. Back up. And voila. Magnifique. You're done. But not really. Now you dimension. So yeah. So I'll do a few dimensions. I think this dimension to this point is showing. Oh, another thing for our dimension. You only need to show look at like 2 decimal places. So I'm gonna go ahead and modify and change my precision. Away I go. I think this one was showing. Oh no, that one wasn't. This one is. And so when you're dimensioning, I'm not going to do all of them, obviously. You just do basically just show the dimensions you see on the drawing. So make it look exactly like you see in the book as far as your dimension. Which I know you don't have any questions, Logan, but I gotta ask, do you have any questions?
If he doesn't, I have a question, Professor.
Okay, go ahead, whoever is speaking.
Oh, I'm Melvin.
Oh, yeah, go
yes,
ahead,
sir.
Melvin.
The one with the coordinates that was given to us on chapter 3, I think it was the third drawing problem. Do we need to dimension that one before it turned it in, or
So
because that
problem
one
3, no, you do not
No.
need to dimension the coordinates problem. You just do, because it's a mystery, you don't really know what it looks like until you complete it. So
Yes.
once you complete it, you just turn that in.
But the rest we need to dimension, right?
Yeah, like if you, for all of the other problems that show dimensions, you need to dimension it the same way you see it in the book.
Okay. And then the layers, so can we turn that in with like any drawing? Because I saw the video on how to create them, but I was
Mhm.
wondering how we were to show that we actually did it.
Yeah, you could do it on any drawing. You just need to let me know. So like when you upload, because when you're doing your drawings, you're actually exporting to PDF,
Mhm.
right? So you're gonna export PDF, window, select basically the entire drawing, override, page setup, 11 by 8.5,
Mhm.
right, et cetera, monochrome, da 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 da. Okay, then you'll save it, and then you'll submit that PDF for each drawing, right?
Yes, sir.
And so if you want to upload one of these files, you just make sure you put like in the notes somewhere that this is my layers, you know, so that I'll know that you weren't trying to submit a DWG for your drawing. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. So somebody else had a question. It says, Professor, I now have access to homework 2 things. Oh, well, good. Glad to hear it, Angela. So does anybody else have any other questions?
On one more on the chapter 4,
Mhm.
number 1. We just showed the same dimensions that we looked on all 4 of them, right?
Yes, that is correct. So you're talking about all of those little circles?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just show the dimensions that you see. And while you're on that, like, so if I draw a circle, let's see, I'm gonna do bottom right. And I think one of them was 3. You come here, click the drop down arrow. It has the diameter dimension. And that's how you would do that dimension. So, and then you may be able to manipulate it if you're trying to make it exactly. But it doesn't have to be. So just want you to know that.
If it's fine, is it, so it's fine for the dimension to be inside the circle?
Yeah, it's fine that way.
Okay,
But
because that's how I have it. So that was gonna be my next question.
okay, yeah, I think there's a way to change it. But that's fine the way it is.
Yes, sir.
Good deal. So you're almost done.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, I wanted to slowly, bring you all into AutoCAD. So the problem's gonna get a little harder. Don't worry. So I actually had some harder problems from chapter 4, but I was like, I don't really know because it's virtual class. I don't really know, how many of you have worked with AutoCAD. Some of you have. I think Melvin, you were one of the ones that haven't, right? It's your
No,
first
sir,
time.
no. Yeah, so
Okay.
that's why I started early. I started on Monday, so that's the
Okay.
only reason I am where I am.
Right. So yeah, no. So that's why I'm slowly. There will be more difficult problems next week for next week's assignment. So yeah, but I'm gonna go over some other commands too for the lecture next week. But I do want to just show you some things right now while you're here. Like to change your units, because there will be some problems in metric. But you just type in units. I know I typed that really fast. You just type in units, click enter, and you can change your units here. So do it again. And it'll pop up, enter, and then there it is. Feet, millimeters, da da da. So that's how you do that. And it looks like most of you can create that object. All you have to do really is just draw the lines to make them. Honestly, the best way to approach this problem is to do the smaller one to the left first, and then draw or you can do the upper one to the right. But either way, the big one is tangent to those 2 circles. So best approach is to draw those 2 smaller circles first. But I just drew the big one because I wasn't going to draw all of those, just to show you that little dimension. But anyway, I'm rambling. Any other questions?
The dimensions, they need to be in 0.00, right?
Correct. So on that problem, there are 3 decimal places. So I think I showed Logan earlier how to do that. So if you go to annotation, standard, so this is just to note, right? Disclaimer. If you do all of your drawings on the same canvas and the precision is different and you go to change your precision, it's going to change for every drawing you have on this canvas. So it's better to create a new drawing tab for each drawing. But anyways, so you'll go and change. I don't know if you saw what I clicked, I'll start over. But if you go to dimensions, annotation, click that drop down arrow, and you come over here and click this dimension tab here, and you go modify, and you go to primary units and change your precision to 3 decimal places and click OK. Close, and then it'll change. But notice it changes everyone on this drawing, on this canvas. So for problem 4, number 1, just make sure you're drawing it on a different tab. And so then when you change that dimension, it'll just be for this drawing. It won't be for this one. So
I had one more question too.
Okay.
Are we gonna be using viewports or no?
no, we're not. But
Okay.
there is a section on it. I can't remember. I think it's chapter 8, but no.
Okay.
Yeah. I hate that I shouldn't say it, but I
it's
don't
'cause,
find it useful.
Okay, I've never uploaded anything without one, so it should be easy, right? Or
Yeah.
pretty straightforward.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
usually in the other ones we would use a like upload it through a viewport or whatever. But
Yeah, no, you don't know. Because
okay,
all you're doing is, like I say, you create the PDF and then you upload it. And
okay,
yeah, because I want all the drawings in PDF. They're easier to grade.
yeah,
Right.
okay.
Um,
Sounds good.
One other thing, and then I'm going to show this on the next lecture. I will have you create a border with the name with a title block. So
Okay.
I meant to do that in lecture 1, but I was recording the lecture and my wife was getting on to me. So I
Yeah, that
ended up
comes first.
right. So I ended up scrapping that portion of the lecture, and I was just like, I'll redo it. And then, so disclaimer, I was in Italy doing this, right? So that's another
Oh,
reason
okay.
why. Yeah. So I just got back Monday afternoon, and so I know Melvin was asking about the homework, and I was like, I was in Italy and I had my computer, but I didn't have my charger. And so I had recorded the lecture and I got it converted just in time before it died. Uh,
Yeah.
while I was in the hotel, and I was like, just finish it when I get home. So yeah, but
Yeah.
all the other lectures will be posted on Sundays. So yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
Oh, I don't know if you put this on Blackboard, but when will this homework be due? Will it still be due on Sunday or?
No, this homework to do on Monday night. So, and I might push it back to Tuesday, because some people, because of the whole glitch I did with the whole, it closed, and then some people weren't able to access it. So yeah, I'll just probably extend it um, back to Tuesday. But the homework I post for Sunday, it will be due, the following Sunday. So,
Okay.
but this homework, I feel like you all could get it done pretty quickly. I don't feel like it's too difficult. I do know some students work, so they may not be able to get to it until the weekends. But yeah.
And then last question, on the primary units, was it 0.00 or was it 0.000? Was it 4 zeros?
For which
When
drawing?
for like when doing the dimensions, I remember you were changing the primary units. Was it the one that had the 0 point with the 2 zeros, or was it 4 zeros in total?
Okay, so whenever
Okay.
you're changing, it's the primary units, and you just change precision. So you see the precision.
Yes, sir.
So you come in for whatever, typically it's going to be 2 decimal places. But whenever you're dimensioning circles or holes, right, it's a hole in an object, those are tighter. The tolerances are tighter. So those typically will have, they'll be to 3 decimal places. Just good practice. So yeah, if you see drawings with 3 decimal places, they're just letting you know, oh, it's a hole and it's going to be a tighter tolerance. It'll be a hole or a shaft, right? So but just change that precision to 3 for holes and shafts. And then
Okay.
any other thing, it'll be 2. For the most part, it'll just be 2 definitely.
So would it be fine for everything to have 3 dimensions or
Yeah,
just the
it
circles?
would be fine. I won't count off for precision. I won't. I mean, I'm not that harsh. I just want to
Yes.
make sure you're dimensioning things so that I'll be able to, confirm or verify that you did it correctly.
Yes, sir. So it's the one you're hovering over, right? That's the
That's
one I need
correct.
to use.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's correct.
Okay. Yeah, that's all the questions I had. So thank you very much, Minister.
Oh, you're very welcome. Any other questions from anyone else? If not, you all have a great evening. I will post this video. I know you probably don't need it, but I'll post it anyway. So,
All right. Have a great night.
all right, thanks. You all have a good evening.
You too.